Ah, hier, komm. Was für die
And what
Luzi.
would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment, they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today, we are wasting too much time.
Krass. Der hat krasse
Talk to me
Ansichten.
about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
Krass.
What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives, as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Okay.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are?
Warum
I see your
eigentlich
point.
nicht?
Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis.
Ich kann
It's
nachher
about
alles.
taking control of a person.
Krass. Wie
I don't
funktioniert
see
das?
how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
Okay, wie ist das
How do you
möglich?
do it?
It's an animal resonance. How it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
Krass.
Okay,
Let's
let's not
start.
waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy. But it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaget to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
Also die Konferenz manipulieren?
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis. Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche.
Aber
Make
wie?
him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing
Krass.
to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room.
Okay.
You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaget had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaget's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me and I'll send it off immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Krass. Jetzt geht's hier richtig rund. So. Ja, nicht schlecht. Ich bin gespannt, ob das jetzt gleich so klappt, wie der Papa sich das vorstellt. Okay, wir sind ja jetzt schon auf der richtigen Ebene, glaube ich. Dann gucken wir mal gerade mal auf den... so, Wöllner, Perry, Bonaparte, Hillsborough, Godoy, Richer, Washington, Adam. Wöllner? Ach, ist Piaget 1 tiefer? Moment. Perry, Bonaparte, Hillsborough, Godoy, Richer. Balkon. Washington, Adams, Wöllner. Doch, noch eins runter eventuell. Komisch. Ich gehe dann mal noch eins runter. Der muss hier noch die Boot aufräumen. Ich gehe mal gucken. So, jetzt gucken wir nochmal auf den Kalender. Zeushalle, kleiner Salon, großer Konferenzraum, Diensttreppe, Porträtgalerie, roter Saal. Aber eigentlich sind die Zimmer doch alle... Ich bin jetzt ein bisschen verunsichert. Der hat doch eigentlich hier genauso sein Zimmer. Perry. Bonaparte. Das muss doch eigentlich auch hier sein. Ah, die Hillsborough.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy. Aber der hat doch auch hier oben sein Zimmer. Mainz. Mainz, Mainz, Mainz. Piaget. Komisch, dass man das auf der Karte nicht gesehen hat. Lustig.
Ah, well.
Ah!
What brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate. I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Okay, über Politik, über die Heilige Lanze. Konferenz, über Dämonen, über die heilige Lanze.
I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lance.
Oh, and did you find it? It's the crusade of a lifetime for some people. You are searching for another holy grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts. Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence. I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence? Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambition.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
Krass. Wusch, jetzt bin ich der Piaci.
I've done it.
Wunderbar.
I've done it, damn it. He was right.
Mhm.
This is just crazy. I can't believe it.
Mhm.
Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me. Right. Well, it's time I got started.
Okay.
Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter.
Krass.
I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
Die Briefe auf dem Schreibtisch lesen. Den ersten Brief. Lieber Giuseppe, da es mir meine Gesundheit nicht erlaubt, der Einladung Sir Gregorys auf das Anwesen von Lord Mortimer zu folgen, bin ich Ihnen dankbar, dass Sie statt meiner an der Konferenz teilnehmen. Selbstverständlich werden Sie den Gastgebern meinen Dank ausrichten. Bestärken Sie unsere Vereinbarungen mit Sir Gregory und lassen Sie ihn wissen, dass die Angelegenheit mit Kardinalbischof Chiaramonti absolut planmäßig verläuft. Ich habe höchstes Vertrauen in Sie. Möge Gott der Allmächtige Sie segnen und beschützen. Giovanni Angelo Braschi, verwenden Sie nicht Ihr eigenes Siegel, wenn Sie mir schreiben. Benutzen Sie stattdessen den Stempel mit meinem Motto. So, GJGHFJ, okay, der 31.12.72, den zweiten Brief. Lieber Giuseppe, ich weiß, Sie sind auf dem Weg zu Lord Mortimers Anwesen. Ich hoffe, dass Sie eine angenehme Reise haben, auch wenn Sie dafür Frankreich durchqueren müssen, was momentan nicht gerade angenehm sein dürfte. Aber mein Freund, vergessen Sie nicht, wie wichtig diese Mission ist. Möge Gott, der Allmächtige, Sie segnen und beschützen. Inhalt des Briefs. Geheimcode aufschreiben.
It's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today, the date is 24/01/1793.
Mhm. Über Logik des Codes nachdenken. EH. Moment. Wenn die. Wenn H. Was ist denn? Ich glaube, ich muss mal darüber nachdenken. 17.01.1793 BCF. Ja.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Weiter.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
F, J. Von vorne beginnen. B, C, F, J. A, E. Okay. Ich muss noch mal hören.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Innen und außen. Buchstaben außen und den Zahlen innen. (24) ist der 24., ne? B.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Das ist komisch. Ich lasse das mal nochmal zurück. Ich habe das
from the Pope. There are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo.
So.
It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Aber ich sehe gar nichts. Ich
Today
sehe
the
nichts.
date is 24/01/1793.
FJ.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Ich verstehe es nicht.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle.
Aber ich kann das gar nicht richtig erkennen. (17.01.) 31.12. Gibt es da eine 12? 17? 24?
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Aber warum denn den letzten Buchstaben ändern? HB GJ. Warte mal. A, B, C, D, E ist klar. B, C, E. So. F. G, J, G, H, F, J. G, J, G, H, F, J. Da kann ich jetzt mal gucken auf die Hand. So, A, F, I, G. So, 24. Wenn das E ist eine 17. Das H ist auf dem Weg zur 24. B ist zwischen 10 und 3. C ist zwischen 10 und 17. Und F ist zwischen 24 und 31. G, J, das ist komisch. Wenn ich das E müsste die 17 sein. Aber G ist da. B ist zwischen 17 und 24. E, H. E ist 17, H ist dazwischen. Okay, G ist die 31, ist dazwischen. Wenn EH da losläuft, müsste es bei mir AF sein, richtig? GJ. Und dann habe ich GH. Und ich habe HB. GH und dann CF. Ich fürchte, da muss ich mal echt in Ruhe drüber nachdenken. Der will aber jetzt, dass ich das...
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the number shown in the middle. Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Der Tag ist nicht kodiert. Und wenn der 24. ist, ist das dann ein A. Wenn es vorher ein E war. Und hier 31, ein G. Dann wäre das ja jetzt für die 24 ein A.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
So. Und wenn es GJ war, dann war das so, okay. Und dann der 17. war EH, dann müsste es bei mir AF sein.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Und dann ist es nochmal HBCF oder so. Warum habe ich denn zweimal H auf dem einen da? EH. GJ. GJ.